Ahmadian, who's an assistant professor at the University of Tehran, Ross Harrison, who's a senior fellow at the Middle East Institute in Washington, D.C., and author of Decoding Iran's Foreign Policy. Gentlemen, welcome to you both. There's so much to talk about right now compared to this time yesterday, Ross, when you were here, when we were quite restricted. Where do we start? Let's start with that cabinet meeting that we were looking at earlier. President Trump, the first cabinet meeting since the beginning of the war. Not so much what the president and his cabinet members, the government ministers were saying, but his special envoy, Steve Witkoff, said, who gave us a look behind the curtains at these negotiations that are going on with Iran. Ross, what did you make of that?
Well, I think what they're trying to do is to try to justify the initial invasion. And since they don't really have necessarily a strategic North Star, I think they've been jumping all over the place. So it was the nuclear file, then it was regime elimination, and then it was their missile program. So I think what you're seeing it's part of the negotiating process. I mean, I think that's the thing, Adrian, that I want to say is that what you're seeing in public is part of the negotiating process, even though they're not actually negotiating. It's part of the test ideas out and so forth. And I think the more lethal and dangerous part of the bargaining process and negotiating process is what's going to happen on the ground. So I don't know I think one of the things that's clear, at least to me, is that the Israelis are clear as to what they're doing. The Iranians are clear what they're doing. The Americans are not. They haven't been able to explain it to the American people. And when they do explain it to the American people, frankly, it's fabricated. So it's just not believable. And that's the danger here, is that the United States, which is a major power of the world, basically has leadership that cannot